how did NAFTA affect immigration?
Well, there are two things that were happening at the same time. NAFTA created some, situations in some regions of Mexico where people had to leave to the U.S. because they couldn't survive as peasants anymore. Yeah.
Right.
But this is not new. This has been happening in Mexico for decades, right? The other thing that happened in the 90s too was that the government of the U.S. made it more difficult to cross the border back and forth. Under Clinton, the enforcement of the border became very serious. So the effect of that was that many Mexicans who would go to the U.S. and then come back the same year, because it was easy, you go to the harvest and then go back to your town, they couldn't do it anymore. They had to stay in the U.S. because they didn't know if they were going to be arrested.
Right.
It was becoming very expensive. So NAFTA and immigration enforcement changed the shape of the Mexican immigration in the U.S. And you have now this, about 11 million Mexicans who live permanently here because it's very dangerous to go back to Mexico. And it's very expensive to come back from Mexico into the U.S. No, so actually, Mexican migration to the U.S. is decreasing. In the last few years, you have fewer Mexicans trying to come to the U.S. But the shape of that immigration changed. It's more permanent. It's different.